looking for the Jews. Nobody else is here. Well, after about a day and a half, almost 2 days, they said, you know what, we can't find any Jews here, so let's just get the Dutch police to take our place. So they found 2 Dutch policemen. They switched places, so the soldiers left. But the 2 Dutch policemen were part of the resistance movement. And they freed the 6 people in the hiding place. And so the 2 students left immediately out the window. The 4 Jews had to wait till nightfall, and then they were taken to other safe places. So then you say, well, if they couldn't find the Jews, why were they arrested? Right? They were actually arrested for having too many ration cards, food coupons that they had to use. And that little spot is right out where you are, at the bottom of the steps. There's a little spot that, oh yeah, pull that piece of wood right off where you're standing. The bottom piece. Yep, that's where they were hiding their ration cards. You can go in there. You can. It's a little. Actually, if you want to, you can climb through there. Go ahead. You want to? No, all right. I try to get, sometimes I get some kids, let's see how fast you can do it. Can you do it in 70 seconds? Imagine, I'm thinking, and then you're downstairs, you're eating dinner at the table, all of a sudden, the buzzer rings for the alarm. You have to take everything with you, because it has to look like there's only 3 people in the house. Run up, scoot under there, get in, close it all up. I'm thinking, I'd be like, oi! You know, like, it would just be, I just don't even understand how they did it. But they had drills every day. There's a picture of one of the drills. And that's a picture of a reunion of the 2 policemen. The 2 Dutch policemen that freed them. It was like a 50th anniversary, and they both came back and had their picture taken, and I just think that's, they're very, very special. And then one other little story that I want to tell you, and then I'll leave you in here for a few minutes to take pictures, go into the hiding place. If you want to climb in there, you can. Isn't that cool? Come on. Right? Come on, what's my name?
Yeah.
Judy, right, okay. So, you know, she was all about hope, love, and forgiveness. So some of you may know this story, but if you don't, or even if you do, it's a very powerful story. She starts traveling and telling about God's love after she's released from the concentration camps. She's in Germany at a church preaching a sermon. She was a simple speaker, but powerful. It's like she probably worked with children, or she did work with children, so everything was very simple. And she's preaching a sermon, sermon's over, everybody's leaving. She thought, oh well. Except one man. She sees one man walking toward her, and all of a sudden she was panic-stricken. It was one of the guards from Ravensbrück that was responsible for her sister's death. And he's walking toward her, and she doesn't, imagine, fear just gripped her heart. She looks at the man, and the man looks back at her, and he says to her, Miss Tenbohm, I have asked Jesus into my heart. I am a Christian now, and he has forgiven me. But I prayed that I would find someone from Ravensbrück so I could ask them to forgive me. Will you forgive me? And he puts his hand out as if to shake her hand. She said it felt like her hand was in a bucket of cement. And she said in a split second, God, I do not have the love for this man. Give me the love for this man if you want me to forgive him, and I know you do. She said as soon as she touched the man's hand, she felt the love of God come into her, flow through her, and she looks at him and says, Sir, I forgive you. Now, I don't know, like, think about it. Put yourself in that place. But to be fair, to be honest, she said she had to do it more than once. It's not like, okay, now I forgive all the Nazis. Like each time she had to ask God to fill her with his love. Each time she had to ask for that forgiveness. And it's just good for us to know that those things are possible for us through God, and that it's okay if it's just not done. You know, these things, sometimes it cycles and comes back. Anyway, I want you to be able to take pictures. I'm going to be just a few steps down in another hallway where there are lots of things to see. And if you have any questions, you can ask. But it's kind of cool to go in, get your picture taken in there. And you understand that we just broke this out so you could see the hiding place.